2025 presidential election, according to some international and local observers, is below expectations and falls short of international standard. This is why civil society organizations are sounding early warning to the electoral umpire to put its house in order ahead of the governorship and House of Assembly polls. Addressing journalists in Abuja, Yaga, in its observation, said security, better logistics, and transparent exercise are the major pitfalls INEC must take note of.
One of our major recommendations is for INEC to ensure early commencement of polls across the country, just so that we do not have polling units voting into the night. Because once we commence on time, by 3-4 p.m., a lot of the process should be concluded at the polling unit and people move to collation. On the conversation around collation, we also mentioned the important need for INEC to ensure their contingency plans are in place for logistics management.
14 attacks, 20 attacks, even one attack to a citizen diminishes all of us. And I think it's the responsibility of the security agencies to ensure that we have a peaceful environment where, and that's, the statement is already very clear about that. We want to have free access where citizens can vote in a very peaceful atmosphere. And that's the responsibility of, nobody should tell them to arrest, prosecute, and ensure that people who break the law during elections are and I think Young Africa has made this point over and over.
The election situation room raised fears over likely violence in the Saturday's elections, with a call on security agencies to act quickly, especially in some flashpoint states.
Ahead of the elections, the security situation across the country appears tense, with reports of violence, kidnap and assassination in several states, including Lagos, Rivers, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Kano. As such, Situation Room reminds the Nigerian police and other security agencies that they have primary responsibility to guarantee the safety and security of election officials, as well as other election stakeholders, including the voters, polling agents, election observers, the media, and service providers.
Connected Development Code wants INEC to restore Nigerians' confidence in democracy by conducting a credible election on Saturday. Code wants INEC to redeem its image.
It is pertinent that INEC-led Chairman Yakubu Mohammed step up and ensure a seamless gubernatorial and state assembly election. It is the first step towards rebuilding trust in the electorate, and it's important to save our democracy. And knowing that the state assembly elections and gubernatorial election is even much more important than the presidential and national assembly election. These are closer to the grassroots, and these are people that will make laws, policies, and execute these laws and policies that ensure that the Nigerian people enjoy the dividends of democracy.
Situation Room expects that INEC has taken lessons from the challenges experienced during the presidential and national assembly election of 25th February 2023, and that the Commission has made adequate arrangements to forestall the reoccurrence of the gaps that were experienced during that election.
With hours counting down, Nigerians are hopeful that Saturday's governorship and House of Assembly elections will be an improvement over February 25 presidential election.